Let none find fault with others. Let none see the omissions and commissions of others, but let one see one's own acts, done and undone. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Those who cling to perceptions and views wander the world offending people. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Suffering follows an evil thought, as the wheels of a cart follow the oxen that draw it. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Joy follows a pure thought like a shadow that never leaves. Drop by drop is the water pot filled. Likewise, the wise man, gathering it little by little, fills himself with good. Ceasing to do evil, cultivating the good, purifying the heart. This is the teaching of the Buddhas. Conquer anger with non-anger. Conquer badness with goodness. Conquer meanness with generosity. Conquer dishonesty with truth. Set your heart on doing good. Do it over and over again, and you will be filled with joy. I will not look at another's bowl intent on finding fault, a training to be observed. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. Should a person do good, let him do it again and again. Let him find pleasure therein, for blissful is the accumulation of good. Purity and impurity depend on oneself. No one can purify another. You cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself. May all beings have happy minds. Know from the rivers in clefts and in crevices, those in small channels flow noisily, the great flow silent. Whatever's not full makes noise. Whatever is full is quiet. One who conquers himself is greater than another who conquers 1,000 times 1,000 men on the battlefield. Be victorious over yourself and not over others. Your own self is your master. Who else could be? With yourself well controlled, you gain a master very hard to find. Delight in heedfulness. Guard well your thoughts. The root of suffering is attachment. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. You must love yourself before you love another. By accepting yourself and fully being what you are, your simple presence can make others happy. Should you find a wise critic to point out your faults, follow him as you would a guide to hidden treasure. Whatever has the nature of arising has the nature of ceasing. If with a pure mind a person speaks or acts, happiness follows them like a never-departing shadow. Everything that happens to us is the result of what we ourselves have thought, said, or done. We alone are responsible for our lives. Should a seeker not find a companion who is better or equal, let them resolutely pursue a solitary course. Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so, the wise are not affected by praise or blame. We will develop love. We will practice it. We will make it both a way and a basis. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. If the problem can be solved, why worry? If the problem cannot be solved, worrying will do you no good. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Words have the power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. It is easy to see the faults of others, but difficult to see one's own faults. One shows the faults of others like chaff winnowed in the wind, but one conceals one's own faults as a cunning gambler conceals his dice. Faith and prayer both are invisible, but they make impossible things possible. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. Meditate. Do not delay, lest you later regret it. Give, even if you only have a little. If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it in some way. Do not overrate what you have received, nor envy others. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. If anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart. What we think, we become. One moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. The way to happiness is: keep your heart free from hate, your mind from worry. Live simply, give much, fill your life with love. Do as you would be done by.